Time again for another installment of The Basics, and on today's show I'm going back into Magic the Gathering because there are a few things I need to talk about. And specifically today I'm going to talk about two artifacts that are imperative to use if you're playing either a black or a multicolored deck containing black, and I will show you why. So let's get started, shall we? Now, a lot of people that use black or multicolored decks that contain black will use cards like Dark Ritual or Lotus Petal, or if you're really lucky, Black Lotus. But there are a couple other cards that can help you out, and they're both artifacts, and I want to talk about that because mana is important, and the more you can get out at certain intervals of the game can really help you in the long run, because everyone knows how challenging it is sometimes your opening hand you can have no mana, which means you can't do a heck of a lot. So two of these cards are as follows. The first one is Charcoal Diamond. It costs 2 to bring out. It's an artifact. It comes into play tapped. You tap it, it adds 1 black to your mana pool. You can play this ability as a mana source. It's not as much as Dark Ritual or Lotus Petal, but in a pinch, if you need 1 or 2 mana, it's right there. The second of them being Cathodian. Now, this is mainly for multicolor, or also known as colorless or gold. I use a couple of these cards. I think I have 2 other quads in my black and red deck. Actually, 1 quad in my black and red deck, and I've got 3 more left over. Cathodian is an artifact creature. When Cathodian is put into graveyard from play, add 3 colorless mana to your mana pool. That can be huge if you're using a combination deck. Plus, it's a 3/3 creature. So not only does it give you a quick mana source, especially if you already have that in your hand, but it's an awesome creature to use as I call a mid-carder. So it's not the least amount of attack defend, but it's not the highest. It does a lot, and it costs 3 to bring out, so it's not a high cost either. Both of these cards are full of win. Like, you need to have these in your deck, and I think I've shown these both on a previous episode that dealt with cool artifacts that work well in most colors, but these are more specifically for black and for colorless. If you don't have them in your deck already, I suggest putting them in there. Now, before anybody says anything, I know there's a lot of people that don't like to use a lot of artifacts in decks. They prefer using pure black or whatever color card in their decks. But in this case, these will help you greatly. Charcoal Diamond and Cathodian are perfect. And I want to push these because, hello, mana, important. Also, there's a little Easter egg hidden in this video that will explain why I have something on my head. If you can figure it out, good for you. If you don't, oh well. Have a great day, everybody.